The morning light spills into your kitchen, painting the counter in a soft golden hue as you prepare for the day ahead. You've been living with diabetes for some time now. Perhaps your body no longer produces insulin, or maybe it struggles to use it effectively. And you're always on the lookout for foods that can keep your blood sugar steady without sacrificing flavor. The little monitor on the table hums a quiet reminder of last night's reading, a bit higher than you'd hoped after that extra helping of bread at dinner. You take a slow breath, wondering if there's a simple ingredient to weave into your meals that could ease those sugar swings. Then your gaze lands on a jar of lentils in the pantry, and a thought blooms. Could legumes, those humble beans and peas, be the answer you've been searching for? Legumes might not seem like much at first glance. They're small, unassuming, often tucked away in soups or stews. But for someone with diabetes, they're a quiet powerhouse, packed with fiber, protein, and nutrients that can help lower blood sugar, keep hunger at bay, and fuel your day without the spikes or dips. Today, let's journey through a day together and meet 5 of the best legumes for diabetics to eat. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, and edamame, and see how they fit into your meals, one bite at a time, to lower your blood sugar and nourish your body. Lentils, the breakfast bowl. You start your day with lentils, their tiny earthy discs calling from the pantry. Breakfast is your chance to set a steady tone, and you've heard these legumes can be a gentle ally. You simmer a small handful of lentils, maybe the green or brown kind, which hold their shape well, in a pot with a splash of water, a pinch of salt, and a bay leaf for flavor. They cook quickly, softening into a tender bite, and you spoon them into a bowl with a fried egg on top, a sprinkle of spinach, and a drizzle of olive oil. The plate looks hearty, warm, a perfect start. What makes lentils so special? They're like a slow-release fuel for your body, keeping your sugar steady. Lentils are brimming with fiber, a good amount in every scoop, which slows down how fast your body turns food into sugar, preventing those sharp climbs after a meal. For you, whether your insulin's gone quiet or just slow to act, this means fewer sugar spikes to wrestle with. They've got protein, too, stretching that fullness through the morning. Studies murmur that legumes like these can ease those early sugar rises a fair bit, especially if your body resists insulin. They're rich in iron and folate, too, giving you a little energy lift when diabetes tires you out. You take a bite, the lentils' earthy taste blending with the egg's richness, the spinach adding a fresh note. It's filling, grounding, and you feel a little more energized already. Picture Maria, a woman who started her mornings with a lentil bowl, noticing her sugars settled calmer by lunch after a stretch of days. You could mix them into oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie for a twist, or keep it simple with a bit of spice. They're your breakfast bowl, steadying your sugar as the day begins. Lentils are a pantry staple, dried or canned if you're in a rush. Your body welcomes their balance, especially when diabetes makes mornings tricky. You finish your meal, the warmth lingering, knowing this legume's your gentle opener. Chickpeas, the mid-morning snack. A few hours later, your stomach nudges you for a snack, and you're on the move, maybe running errands or heading to a meeting. You reach into your bag and pull out a small container of roasted chickpeas, their golden brown surfaces crisp from last night's prep. You pop a few into your mouth, the crunchy texture and savory flavor waking your senses as you go. Why are chickpeas a go-to? They're like a portable shield for your sugar, keeping things even on the go. Chickpeas have a good dose of fiber and protein, slowing digestion and preventing those quick sugar jumps. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no midday spikes to fret over while you're out and about. They've got a bit of healthy carbs, but the kind that release slowly, keeping your energy steady. Studies hum that legumes like these can keep your sugar levels steady after a snack, especially if your body's resisting insulin. They're rich in magnesium, too, which helps your cells use insulin better. You savor the crunch, the chickpeas' nutty taste tinged with a hint of spice, Maybe you toss them with paprika or cumin before roasting. It's satisfying, mess-free, and you feel a little more focused already. Think of David, a man who started snacking on roasted chickpeas, finding his afternoon sugar calmer, his cravings quieter after a few weeks. You could toss them with garlic powder, mix in a few seeds for variety, or keep them plain. They're your mid-morning snack, calming your sugar while you move. Chickpeas are easy to find, canned for quick roasting, dried if you've got time. Your body welcomes their protein, especially when diabetes makes hunger sneakier. You seal the container, the day humming, knowing this legume's your portable lift. Black beans, the lunchtime base. By midday, you're ready for lunch, and you've got black beans on your mind. You're at home, or maybe at a cafe with a packed meal, and you've prepared a simple salad. You scoop a small portion of black beans, their inky hue glossy from cooking, into a bowl with greens, diced tomatoes, a bit of avocado, and a squeeze of lime. The plate looks vibrant, hearty, a perfect midday meal. What makes black beans so fitting? They're like a steady foundation for your sugar, balancing your meal with ease. Black beans are packed with fiber and protein, slowing how fast your body turns food into sugar, keeping those after-lunch levels from climbing too high. For you, whether your insulin's missing or muddled, this keeps things steadier. They've got a bit of carbs, but the kind that release slowly, paired with nutrients like potassium to support your heart. Important when diabetes ups the stakes. Studies whisper that legumes like these can ease those midday sugar rises a good amount, especially if your body's resisting. You fork up a bite, the beans' creamy texture blending with the avocado's richness, the lime adding a zesty kick. It's filling, refreshing, and you feel a little more grounded already. Imagine Sarah, a woman who added black beans to her lunches, noticing her afternoon sugar held steadier, her energy less shaky after a stretch. You could mix them into a soup, stuff them into a wrap, or keep it simple with a bit of spice. They're your lunchtime base, steadying your sugar through the day. Black beans are a kitchen friend, canned for speed, dried if you're prepping ahead. Your body welcomes their balance, especially when diabetes makes meals tricky. You finish your salad, the flavors lingering, knowing this legume's your midday anchor. Kidney beans, the afternoon boost. The afternoon sun is warm, and you're feeling a slight dip. Maybe you're working at your desk or taking a break in the park. Hunger nudges you, and you reach for a small container of kidney bean chili you prepped earlier. The red beans, plump and tender, are mixed with tomatoes, a bit of spice, and some veggies. A hearty bite you can eat warm or cold. Why are kidney beans a gem? They're like a slow-burning fuel for your body, keeping your sugar and energy steady. Kidney beans have a good amount of fiber and protein, slowing digestion and preventing those quick sugar jumps. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no afternoon spikes to wrestle with while you're powering through your day. They've got a bit of carbs, but the kind that release gently, paired with iron to lift your energy when diabetes tires you out. Studies murmur that legumes like these can keep your sugar levels steady after a snack, especially if your body's resisting insulin. You take a spoonful, the beans' creamy texture mingling with the chili's warmth, the spice waking your palate. It's satisfying, hearty, and you feel a little more energized already. Picture Tom, a man who started keeping kidney bean chili for his afternoons, finding his evening sugar calmer, his focus sharper after a few weeks. You could mix them into a stew, toss them with rice, or keep it simple with a bit of cumin. They're your afternoon boost, calming your sugar with strength. Kidney beans are a pantry staple, canned for ease, dried if you've got time. Your body welcomes their protein, especially when diabetes makes energy dip. You seal the container, the day moving, knowing this legume's your afternoon lift. Edamame, the evening bite. The day's winding down, and you're settling into the evening, maybe prepping dinner or relaxing with a book. You're not quite ready for a full meal, but a light hunger tugs. You reach for a small bowl of edamame, those bright green soybeans still in their pods, steamed and sprinkled with a pinch of salt. You pop a pod, squeezing the beans into your mouth, the fresh taste, a perfect evening bite. What makes edamame so clever? It's like a gentle closer for your sugar, keeping things even as the day ends. Edamame is packed with fiber and protein, slowing how fast your body turns food into sugar, preventing those late-day spikes. For you, whether your insulin's gone or just slow, this keeps things steadier. They've got a bit of carbs, but the kind that release slowly, paired with healthy fats to stretch that fullness. Studies hum that legumes like these can ease those evening sugar rises a fair bit, especially if your body's resisting. They're rich in antioxidants, too, shielding your cells from diabetes is where. You savor the beans, their tender texture and mild sweetness refreshing, the salt adding a savory touch. It's light, satisfying, and you feel a little more balanced already. Think of Lisa, a woman who started snacking on edamame in the evenings, noticing her nighttime sugar steadied, her sleep less broken after a stretch. You could toss them with a bit of garlic, mix them into a salad, or keep them plain. They're your evening bite, calming your sugar as the night begins. Edamame's a freezer friend, fresh or frozen, steamed in a flash. Your body welcomes their protein, especially when diabetes makes late hunger tricky. You set the bowl down, the evening calm, knowing this legume's your gentle close. Tying legumes into your day. Step back and feel the flow. Lentils at breakfast, chickpeas mid-morning, black beans at lunch, kidney beans in the afternoon, edamame in the evening. They're not just bites, they're anchors, each with a role. Lentils ground, chickpeas lift, black beans balance, kidney beans boost, edamame soothe. Together they soften those sugar rises a lot, studies say, and ease the strain, whether your insulin's faded or just slow. Maria, David, Sarah, they all found their rhythm, and you can too. Days rushed? Keep canned beans handy, roast chickpeas ahead. Not a fan of one? Swap it. Pinto for kidney, peas for edamame. Your body's its own map. Watch your sugar to see what fits. Chat with your doc if it shifts your path. These legumes flex with you, simple but strong. They're not magic fixes. Your meals, your moves, your rest still weave the web. But they're helpers, tucked into your pantry, filling gaps diabetes carves. You might find them in a store, a market, a garden, waiting to steady you. The days close. It's night now, the house quiet, your meter showing a peaceful place. These 5, lentils warmth, chickpeas crunch, black beans base, kidney beans boost, edamame's bite, threaded through your day, softening diabetes' grip. They're small, yes, but mighty, lowering your blood sugar, raising your calm. You dim the lights, the kitchen still, knowing tomorrow's another chance to savor them, one bite, one moment at a time.